Hey friends, Susan here. It is Saturday, September 10th, and I am more thrilled than ever before to be with you, coming to you live in the Paddock at Unbridled Thoroughbred Foundation. 2 weeks ago today, I was waking up from anesthesia from an emergency surgery. It was a very major surgery at Columbia Memorial Hospital, and I was very blessed to have a wonderful surgical team and very elated to be above ground and greeting you today. So just wanted to take you for a quick walk through the horses in this particular paddock and give you updates on them so that you can see the incredible miracles and lives that you make possible with horses who otherwise would have perished in the slaughter pipeline. So stay with me and we'll have a walk through and you can see the girls and how they're doing. This is the back end of River Barrow. This is her engine that carried her to become a stakes placed winner of about 100 and maybe 120,000, 130,000. River Barrow was bred in Canada, and she is our only flea-bitten gray. She is, I think, about 18 years old. We rescued River from the, where was she? In Louisiana. She was in one of the slaughter yards in Louisiana. I believe it was Thompson's. And at the time it was January of, 2021? I think it's January 2021. We brought in Censored and River Barrow, Beauty, who is right here, and Joy came in from Bowie in Texas. So you can see River Barrow's doing really well. She's in good weight. She's not the easiest to keep clean with that silvery white coat. And she has a lot of residual lameness from her years of racing. And we try to keep her as comfortable as we can with the angles on her front hooves. So she's doing very well. She does well on some Devil's Claw, some Summit, Injectable, Legend, Adequan. These are things that we use on our senior herd of horses. And of course now we've been so fortunate to have a Beamer blanket come into our tack room and tool set along with a leg set. So we use those as well to help promote circulation and healing in her body. This is Joy that you're looking at right in front of us. And Joy we rescued from Bowie, and I believe that Joy is a standard bred by the way of her conformation and the injuries that she carries in her hind end here. You can really see the dropping of the back pasterns along with some just permanent damage as far as wind puffs go in that tendon area. And she's very straight behind, as the saying goes, conformationally, which predisposes her to those injuries, coupled with the fact that she was probably a cart horse. Joy is mother hen to River Barrow and to Beauty, look at Beauty. She's jumping ship over there, and that's CD backing up to her, chasing her away from Town and Queen. They are telling Beauty in horse speak to get back with your pod. Here's a good look at Joy's top line, and this is how a top line should look on a horse. She is nice and plump and round, and you're not seeing any bones protruding. She did not look like this when she came in. She's actually kind of flat. She's gotten so well conditioned on her top line. So always something to look at when you're helping horses and when you're supporting horses at a rescue or anywhere. This is how you can tell if food is getting into their system. There's no concavity here. You've got nice, in her case, you actually have some little pads of fat right here and then up by her tail. Hi, Joy. She's a sweet, beautiful girl. So over here, the third leg of this pod is Beauty, who is just teasing Queen and Town and CD. Hi, Beauty. Look at her. Beauty's 24 years old. And there she goes, little beauty bugs. You can see the gray around her face, and that comes with age on horses. And she too, in great shape. She was a bag of bones, as the saying goes, when she arrived from Thompson's. And she's round, she's got dapples, she's delightfully sound and healthy and spry. And we'll take a walk across and get a little bit closer to Queen and CD in Town on Fire. These mares are so beautifully bred, three very different backgrounds. We rescued each of them from the slaughter pipeline. They came, let's see, CD right here. CD is short for Creative Design. She had babies for Three Lions Racing the past 5 years, and then she was culled and she landed in the Bowie lot of David O'Dwyer, where she was rescued by a wonderful supporter who could not sleep at night until she took care of her and brought her home to Unbridled. So she is a much beloved and very fortunate mare, beautifully bred. She herself sold for $210,000 through Keeneland. Her babies all sold through Keeneland for close to $500,000. And then over here in the dip, we have got Queen of the Bayou, who is very fortunate to have had her past connections step up and provide for her bail and her shipping and give to Unbridled on a regular basis. And that's the change that we would like to see in the world of racing and breeding, that people who unilaterally choose to bring thoroughbreds into the world, to use them for racing, that they in fact are responsible for their care, and most especially when they need a lifeline, that they step up and they don't turn a blind eye in that horse's most dire hour of need. You know, it begs the question when somebody says, oh, it must be their destiny, or they say, no, they won't help them, I didn't put them there. What kind of person is that? What kind of person says that? So one of the things we advocate for is moral responsibility towards the care and well-being of thoroughbreds and all horses that have been involved in our lives. So there's a good look at the girls this morning. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you so much for all of your well wishes. We've got a beautiful green pasture, much in part thanks to the rain we finally had here in Greenville. We're starting to look green again. So friends, I cannot thank you enough for your love and support. You make these lives possible. You are lifesavers, you are life sustainers, you are life givers, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. It truly takes all of our time, energy, commitment collectively to make Unbridled the best rescue that it possibly can be for thoroughbreds and all breeds of horses who we are so privileged to help and to share their stories with our visitors and students so that they can become voices for horses.